Nonverbal communication by Austin Smith. Definition: nonverbal communication is a means of conversing in which words have little to no meaning in a discussion. Instead of words, people send signals or messages by using body language, facial expressions, tone, and gestures. Body language is sending a message to another person by positioning the body in a certain way. For example, look at the first photograph. As you can see, the boy's head is down and his arms are on top. Even though the boy isn't saying anything, the average person probably perceives that he is overwhelmed or depressed about something. Since the boy sent a message to another person without talking, it is a form of nonverbal communication. If you look at the second photograph, you will see another example. In the picture, the man shown is wearing a suit and is sitting back in his chair with his arms behind his head. This could send a nonverbal message that the man is relaxed but also arrogant about something he accomplished in the past. These two nonverbal messages created in the photographs may give different interpretations to foreigners because of their culture, but will usually stay the same in the United States. Facial expressions are cues from one's face that tell another person what he or she is feeling. For instance, in the first picture, the man's face is scrunched together, his eyebrows are slanted. His face sends a subconscious nonverbal message that he is angry. However, in the photograph down below, the man's eyes and mouth are both wide open, which tells the average person that he is afraid. Both these images differentiate with the last photograph. In the last photograph, the girl is smiling and her cheeks are red, which conveys a sense of happiness. All of these facial expressions are forms of nonverbal communication, because they use only their faces to communicate. Also, these facial expressions usually aren't misunderstood because they're universal. Tone is a verbal emphasis of certain words that convey a sense of what a person is feeling. If a person speaks in a loud and spiteful manner, someone could assume that the person is angry or upset about something. However, if the person speaks in a low, pitchy voice, someone might assume that the person is shy and afraid. Even though this might not necessarily be true, by speaking in a different tone, the person is able to communicate nonverbally. Also, many speakers may change their tone of voice to adapt to a certain audience, which could get misunderstood as a negative nonverbal message. For example, if a person was giving a speech to senior citizens, she may talk louder so everyone could hear her. The speaker may get perceived as angry from someone who had good hearing because of her tone of voice. Gestures are types of social cues that use signs, signals, or actions to indicate a certain meaning. These often vary culturally because they are dependent on different customs in a society. In America, thumbs up can tell a person that they did a good job, or that the person is ready to go. Another example is a person waving their hand back and forth in the US, which commonly indicates that the person is saying hello or goodbye. Additionally, sticking one's hand up in the air almost universally tells another person to stop or halt. All these gestures are done without speaking and therefore lie under examples of nonverbal communication. As I mentioned before, gestures often vary culturally and commonly get misunderstood, so it is important to use all of them in the right social setting.